Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Dixon here with episode 175 of the MLM Monday show. This week, we're going to be talking about making decisions from your data inside of your company and what to do to unpack your data and make real decisions. We'll walk through history and talk about what's available today in 2021. When you're winning in the referral marketing space. If you're watching us live, go ahead and comment below watching live. If you're watching on replay, you can comment below watching on replay. Well, as we get started, let's talk about the past, the present, and the future. So I rewind the clock 16 plus years to back when I was in the field. I had watched my sister create success her first year in direct sales and network marketing. Back when I was a 16-year-old kid, watched my 23-year-old sister crush it in direct selling business. And what blew my mind was what was possible for families there. I then joined her and made $0 my first 10 months in direct sales, doing it all my own way. Every 18-year-old knows it all and doesn't follow the proven systems. But at 19 years old, was super blessed in that direct sales company by following those principles. And what I love about direct sales and network marketing and everything that we get to do today, this is start to 2021 is kicking off my 11th year on the vendor side of the space, serving companies from the inside out in direct sales and network marketing. What I love about serving companies today is what's possible. And I'll give you an example. 16 years ago, when you're running a direct sales company, there weren't a lot of tools to track what your people were actually doing. There weren't even a lot of tools post sale to track other parts of the business. So you fast forward today, and most people who are executives running direct sales companies do parts of their business way better than they did 15 years ago. And then there's certain parts where they're still doing the same thing, and it could be a lot better. So what are we talking about? Well, there's a lot of reports today for people who are running direct sales companies after their members make a sale, or after their members enroll a new distributor, or after their members get to another rank. All of these post occurrence reporting. So metrics you can have after the fact. What's really missing in the direct sales channel in a huge way, what's truly missing when you look at it, is how people are buying. What do I mean by that? Well, here we are in a post-COVID world, or we're still in the middle of COVID, depending on how you look at it. And think about it, folks. People are buying and enrolling in different ways today than they were last year at this time. They just are. But do you know what they're doing? Do you know what images are getting shared in social media that are actually getting people to your shopping cart? Do you know what text message sequences and what things your reps are saying as stylists or IBOs or affiliates? What are they saying on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, DM, text messages that's actually creating curiosity amongst their friends and their counterparts in their circle of influence to actually take a look at your company as a customer, to actually take a look at your products and services? Do you know what content they're actually sharing? No, you probably don't. And so what happens is many people running direct sales companies today are still working on very old feedback loops. They're they're once a month doing a conference call with top leaders or a Zoom webinar and asking for feedback on what's working and what's not, and they're hoping that that somehow helps their marketing teams create appropriate and better messaging and content to then support the whole field. So even companies with great marketing systems in the space today are usually relying on afterwards feedback post sale inside of the system, not in just asking leaders if they liked the video that people are using, if it's working for their teams. Stuff that's not really measurable. That's kind of just a leader saying, yeah, I really liked that video, or no, I don't like that video. That it's not the real math of did the marketplace vote with their money? Like, did people buy from us? Did people join when they watch that video? So how do you fix it? So this is the question as you come into 2021. How do you fix measuring what people are actually sharing, what they're saying, and if it's working or not for you? Well, you have to measure it. So your choice in 2021 is to create a better feedback loop. You deserve to have reporting and data on which text messaging sequences your members are sending out, which ones are actually taking people to the next part of your sales process, where you're getting successes, hey, what images are your members sharing in social media, which ones are actually getting you new customers and new members. If you're not operating in a platform where you have that kind of feedback for your marketing team, it's going to take you so long to iterate and win because the whole world changes so fast. You have to be constantly iterating your content to win in the marketplace today and running a direct sales business today. So it comes down to that speed of how fast you know your results. That's why I encourage you that if you haven't yet set up a predictive action platform, if you haven't yet gone through the work of some of the most modern systems in the space of where you create a platform, whether it's on an app, in their mobile phone, or in their virtual office, if you create a platform that feels like a top leader sitting next to the new person on the team, telling them what to do next, well, then they'll actually use it. So that's what you see all these smart applications making a difference in people's lives today, because these smart applications, these predictive action systems, are the company's culture put together in business rules on your device, telling you what to do next, so the reps actually use them. And when the members and reps and affiliates actually use the system, we can now give the company the data on which messages and which actions are actually getting them new customers and new members. It's like building your business with your eyes wide open instead of your eyes wide shut. And that's what's needed right now. If you want to win in 2021, you have to iterate faster. You have to be able to make decisions from your data. And if you don't have your data, you're never going to be able to make decisions. If you don't know what happened to get someone to become a customer in the first place, or to get them to become a member in the first place, or how many times they were touched to get there, what content are you going to create? What are you going to do to make it better? Well, there's answers out there today. As an example, if you have not yet um, actually taken a look at predictive action platforms, I run over 20 of them right now with my staff in this space for over 3 dozen direct selling companies, over 20 predictive action engines running right now. And what's incredible about this is if you actually do the work, this becomes the real work of growing a direct sales business. And if you plug in and do this in your culture, you don't have to use our culture, put your culture into these platforms and create a system that feels like someone who had gone to your trainings and what they would be telling them to do, and get that in front of your people. If you haven't yet taken a look at some of these platforms visually, I encourage you. There's over 20 that we've released, and I can show you case studies of predictive actions in action. If you would like to see one of those, there is a link that I can send out to you to book a time for a demo. What I will do is if you send me a private message here on Facebook, or if you look in the email, if you're watching this on replay and you look in the email, if you're on our private newsletter list, we'll put the link there as well of open times in the demo. That's the word for kicking off 2021, is make decisions from your data, get your data in the first place. Come take a look at a predictive action engine if you haven't seen any of these case studies yet, and be glad to walk through what's possible. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk with you soon, team. Bye for now.